Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you. And here is Cheryl. And here's our new cauldron, which is very exciting.
We went to lots of Home Goods and TJ Maxx's to find that.
Yes, we did. Okay, good. Yay, people came up. There's always this little bit of time that I don't know if it actually worked or not.
Yeah.
We've worked very hard, and I'm having a little glass of rosé over here. Yay! Hi, Tanya. Well, I was hoping to do this earlier today, but Paul! Uncle Paul is there. Yes, we are home.
Hey.
And look at my lovely cauldron that we're going to cook in tonight. Roxy's here. Apple's here. Jill. It's awesome. So I got 2 Halloween purchases this year. Vampire repellent. It holds garlic. I don't know if you can kind of see or not, but there's like stars and a moon. And this is actually a cast iron pot, but this lid is fantastic.
Yeah, it's cool.
I actually, a year or 2 ago, got a cauldron, but I had to have this. So if you got the email today, you saw that Potions and Powders is out for pre-order. So what that means is it's actually, you can buy it now. And in fact, I don't know if I put the discount on here or not. In a minute, I will go look.
I think it is.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think it's built in automatically to whatever link you used.
You're not making any sense. I copied and pasted a link. I'm just trying.
But I'm just saying it.
Okay. If it doesn't have a coupon code, let me know. And I will put that in the chat in a minute. Anyhow, I just don't have my computer there. Oh, Jackie's here too. Oh, DCB says I just pre-ordered my copy. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Potions and Powders. So for those of you who haven't pre-ordered a book for me before, what that means is you're buying it now and you're getting some bonuses. And what I'll do is I'll show you the sales page and we'll talk about some of the things. And Cheryl's going to get my computer, which is always a nice thing to have. And she's going to check the link, I think, and then I can also look at my table of contents and things like that. The discount was there. Yay! Thank you, Jill. I appreciate that. Oh, Apple, you got your copy too. Good. And Paul double checked. Gosh, you guys are making me feel kind of loved and happy. I appreciate that. It's been a hard day for both of us. Slide over enough so you're in the camera.
I'm trying to get your computer set
That's
up, but
okay.
I don't know exactly where to put it.
Here, move over. I can move over a little bit. The cauldron of goodness will be right here. Okay, awesome. Y'all are so good. Like 4 people told me there's a discount on it.
I checked it earlier too, but...
Oh, the way you said it, you said, well, whatever you put on there links to the discount. And I was like, aw, thank you, Apple. Oh my goodness, I needed that today. Do you want some of my water?
Oh, it's okay, I guess.
Okay. Because I've been making this sales page that you guys saw, which is not perfect. And it took way longer than it should have. Oh, Brenda, thank you so much for pre-ordering. Let's see, where was I? So we've been doing all kinds of things like that. And Potions and Powders pre-order. So what pre-order means is that you buy it today and you don't get the book today. And why would you do a crazy thing like that? Because right now, and I said for a limited time because I'm not sure if it's going to be till the end of the week or if I'm going to extend it, the 25% discount is valid right now. It is going to change and it is going to lower before the book gets out October 31st. So... Oh, Joanne just pre-ordered. Oh, thank you. Hey, Patsy. But what you are going to get right now when you go in, you should be getting, those of you that are in Kathy's Cooking Club, 2 of the bonuses are not like really big for you because it's 2 classes that are in Kathy's Cooking Club. But if I can get ahead, I might add some extra bonuses too. There perhaps might be a Halloween bookie bonus coming your way if you don't already have that. But the overnight oats class is already up, ready for you guys who pre-ordered the book to look at, and you get the recipes from the class. Cheryl is editing out one of the dry mix classes so that you don't have to listen to me do all the stuff we do on a live and say hey to everyone. It's fun when we're all there, but it might not be as, you don't need to stay there for 3 hours. We'll cut it down a little bit, and all of the recipes you're going to get are going to be in potions and powders. So you'll get some of these recipes early. And for these lives that I'm going to do, I promised Caleb, who you guys have heard me talk about, Paul Duncan and Aubrey and Caleb and I all go to the same creator camp and things that we just came back from. And Caleb made me a little marketing plan. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for the next 3 weeks, I'm going to go live and make something from the book or use something from the book to make something. So Potions and Powders has like spice blends. It has and how to make your own spice blends. This is actually a chili mix, which is kind of cool. Let's see, we can go back a little bit. That's a little close for now. And so we made this in class, in a dehydrator class. So what you will find is that in a lot of these things, like for tomato powder, you can make yours or you can buy it. Dried black beans, you can make them, dehydrate them yourself, or buy them. So depending on how many spoons you have, you can still make these things, right? And then the big thing is when you have that extra spoon, make a few of these. And in fact, this is from a class from last year. And it's perfectly fine. I had it in a nice sealed container. And there's also like a potato soup and a tomato soup. You remember the tomato soup? I made up another batch. You'll be excited. Yeah. And it's just a way of making something quick. If you don't want my book or don't want to make your own, that's okay too. Oh, that's awesome, Susan. Yeah, I refunk your junk. You guys have, that is awesome. You can have your own chili mix that you bought somewhere. Maybe, I don't know if Well Your World has a chili mix. A lot of those tend to be accidentally vegan. So we're going to use mine, and I may zhuzh it a little bit. And actually, if we could get, let me get in here. And I did pull up the recipe. So I'm not going to give you the recipe because you need to get it from the book, which I don't usually do. But if you pre-order, I'll have this out for you. Cheryl's going to edit all of these lives into a short video, and we're going to put up the recipes for whatever we're making. So if you pre-ordered, you'll get the recipe within 1 or 2 days. So it's got dehydrated black beans, dried corn, dried mixed vegetable soup mix, some black bean or pinto bean flakes, which kind of makes it creamier. Then there's a bunch of stuff like nutritional yeast, tomato powder, oregano, chili powder, blah, 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 blah. It's a lot of ingredients, but make enough for like 6 pots of chili. Then you make your chili. Also, you can travel with this because it's dry. Put it in the microwave with some water. We're going to use just the induction burner. You probably could use the Instant Pot, but I would feel better about using the slow cooker. And you might have to add a little bit of extra water. Caleb, I just mentioned you. I said you made my marketing plan, and look, here I am live. And Caleb, this is what you need. Instant black bean chili mix. So perhaps you will get paid for that marketing plan in dry soup mixes. Lydia, oh, it's so good to see you. Elizabeth says, I never thought of dehydrating black beans. I always thought beans started dehydrated. Makes me wonder what came first, the chicken or the egg. So, and I realized as I was putting this in the tester site, I had put 2 cups dried black beans instead of dehydrated black beans. Do you know what the difference is? It's okay not to.
I don't.
Okay.
No clue.
So when you pick black beans, they literally come out of a field in a pod, and they are moist-ish, like green peas,
Okay.
right? And then those do get dried, or you could probably use a dehydrator to do it as well. And then when you cook them, you're still going to cook them a really long time. Dehydrated black beans are cooked, fully cooked black beans that then are dehydrated. So therefore, they're going to cook quicker. Kind of like, did you guys ever get a package of dehydrated refried beans? Fantastic Foods used to have those.
That's weird.
Oh, that was my favorite dorm food. And so actually one time I put way too much water in it and we cooked it for like 4 hours. It was really embarrassing. I had people waiting for tacos. So what I did is I got a number 10 can, like, okay, I have no cans, but let's say this is a regular can. A number 10 can is like this big and really round. It's a restaurant can. So when I did this class, you can also buy dehydrated cooked black beans. So you don't have to do this. And what you'll see, actually, let me put some of these in my hands so you can kind of see. That's what I used for this mix. Can you guys, there you go. See how they open up a little bit? Mm-hmm. And that's just normal because usually beans in cans don't have any holes or anything. So as they kind of dehydrate, they will often split open. And you know what? I don't care because hopefully it's going to make it a little more like of a yummy chili mix a little bit. Oh, Caleb, you are awesome. Caleb, Miss Mona, yay! Yeah, dried beans aren't cooked. Apple got that right. And Caleb, I'm very proud of you. Caleb's my grandbaby, and my heart grandbaby, not my actual DNA. Oh, and Leanne says, I dehydrate frozen corn and canned beans. I also dry cooked brown rice. And if you ever get quick cooking rice or like minute rice, that's what it is. It's been cooked and now it's dehydrated. Even though rice is always dehydrated when we get it. You are so smart, Caleb. You did not guess. I know you. Yep, exactly like parboiled rice. Only, oh, Monique, it's good to see you. Okay, and Leanne says, I bought dehydrated red and green bell peppers from Amazon, much cheaper than buying fresh and dehydrating. And that's kind of a really good point. Because sometimes it's about how much time do you have versus how much money you have. Mm-hmm. So most of the time, though not all, when you're low on money, you have a little more time. Mm-hmm. There is the unfortunate time crunches there. You don't have time or money. And that's when you hope you have a pantry full of this. So you could dehydrate your own. Oh, Mona says, I just cooked some cranberry beans. Yum. That's awesome. And so I bought this corn. It's kind of funny because, like, feel how light the corn is. Like, it's literally the lightest thing. It, like, went poof when I opened the can.
It's like it's nothing there.
Yeah. And it's, like, really, really dehydrated. Let me see if I can open it up, and I'll show you guys, too. Let's see. I think I can show you this one pretty good. Is that one better? No. Let's try it. There you go. See how it's really, really dry. It's not just like, because if it was moist at all, this would be a moldy mess. So you could take this out and put it in portions. And in fact, I had it in little microwavable soup cups that we can make, and we didn't make it. So I'm going to make a whole big thing of it now. Let's see. Bell pepper is not cheap fresh. So what can be really good, like, I'm adding how to make some of the powders in here as far as like jalapeno powder, tomato powder, but you can buy it. Tomato powder can be problematic. So like if you live in a studio apartment like Paul does, he does not want to have jalapenos in every breathing space that he can have, right? That wouldn't be very good. And then blending it is also going to be problematic. But you can buy it. And a lot of times you can buy it at the Hispanic market a little less expensive. And so if you're looking for dried chilies, also the Hispanic market is your place. A lot of the pre-cooked dehydrated foods, I got on Amazon. So we're going to take, is this not the best? Whoever came later. I love this. Maybe a little too much, huh? Do I love it too much, do you think?
Where did we found it at Home Goods finally?
Yeah. So this is cast iron. And I'm going to put some water in here. And what we want to do is bring this to a boil. I'm going to go ahead and cook all of it. And Cheryl knows I'm going to make her eat tostadas and taco salads forever. And it'll probably be about 1 to 1. So I'm going to start off and see what 3 cups of water looks like in here.
I got you some extra almond flour tortillas from Costco.
Did you? I love those things. Okay. And so it looks extra watery, but remember this is going to soak up a lot of water. So I am for right now going up to 4 cups. I would usually use about 1 to 1. We could add things in there, like we could have sauteed fresh onions. And I'm gonna.
Oh, but I'm so glad that you didn't.
I know, Cheryl doesn't want onions in hers. We're gonna bring it to a boil, and then we're gonna let it cook until the corn looks like corn and not corn pops or some other strange thing that it is. Okay. So now we wait. And then I'll cover it, or you could not cover it and just keep putting water in. We could also, it wouldn't matter if we put tomatoes in now or later because the beans have been cooked, so that shouldn't be problematic. Also though, it has some tomato powder in it. You could add a little bit extra, or we could just serve it with some salsa. You want to smell it?
It's all the green stuff.
There's, let's see, let me look. There's some Mexican oregano. There's probably some bell peppers. There's all different kinds of spices in there. So the mixed vegetables, I forget what all it had in it. There might even be some potatoes in there. But I use like cumin, coriander, garlic, some minced dried onion. You could use onion powder. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, the cauldron is awesome. It's even better when you see it like this. There's a special way it goes on, which I'm not really doing right now, I don't think.
You get the effect.
So, do you guys have some questions about the book at all while we're doing this? I'll let you, here, we'll have a little bit of cauldron cam. Cauldron cam. Oop. There we go. And I just have a little spoon. And it's thickening up already. So remember, one of the things I did was bean flakes. So that's going to make it kind of thick and creamy. It smells pretty good though.
Corn looks good.
Yeah. Y'all being quiet now? What's going on? Let's see. Oh, here's some things I can tell you. Oh, I was going to show you the sales page too, even though I don't really want to. Can you hand me the keyboard, please?
Sure.
And
there you go.
I need to get the link, don't I? I think it's in my email. Ooh. Y'all, a lot of y'all bought the book. Thank you. Pre-ordered. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see, am I in the corner? Hello.
Our little heads are popping in the corner.
Woohoo! Maybe this will get you to have some comments. You could be like, y'all need to stop. Ooh, there's a little bubble. It's not quite going yet. So this is the cauldron in the picture, and this is actually the soup mix. And basically, this is going to be in my kitchen witch persona, which is kind of my everyday persona.
Yeah, it's pretty much turned into every day.
But I'm kind of going all in. So these are some of the spice blends. And let's see what I was like, their spice and seasoning blends. This actually is a picture of the golden milk mix, which is really yummy. And you can travel with it. So it's just a dry mix. And that means you can bring it on a plane. You can probably sneak it on a cruise. There's all kinds of things you can do. And see, look in here for a second. Sorry, I'm gonna have to switch back to the camera for a minute and get back to eCam so I can show you the overhead. Did you see the evil look I just gave that? I know, Kathy the Kitchen Witch, that is me. But look how much already, just in this coming up to a boil, how the corn already looks a little bigger. And the beans look more like beans.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
Okay. Sorry.
Smells good.
I couldn't let that go.
It's smelling real good.
It's smelling real good. And it's real easy. And if you found, or maybe somebody for Christmas gave you a soup mix, just remember you could add different things. You're like, well, that's really boring. Put in tomato paste. If you're at home, you can put in tomato paste. You could chop up jalapenos. You could put in fresh tomatoes. You could saute a bunch of vegetables. Or you could be lazy, like we're going to be tonight, and just have it probably with a tortilla and some salsa on it. Okay. Just Cruise Dan, what's the book about? Janet, where can you get the book? If you look down below into the description, there's a link. And there's a discount for a limited time. How long? Even I don't know. I've been working on the computer too long today, so I just decided I couldn't possibly figure out a date yet. So if you want that discount, you know you're going to get the book, I would go ahead and get it.
At least 5 days. I would say at least 5 days.
Probably. I would think so. Oh, yay! Leanne pre-ordered. That is awesome. Okay, now let's get back. Here we are again. And so, okay, I'm going to actually turn this down a little bit because it's
splashing.
Here, let's go back. Y'all need to see the splashy splash. Ooh, doesn't that look good in the cauldron especially? Oh, yeah. Apple says, I enjoy chili with roasted squash and sweet potatoes.
That sounds good.
And we could actually microwave a sweet potato and serve this over, or we could have even done some cubed in here and cooked it. So I'm turning it down. I'm going to let it simmer, and we're going to see how this fancy lid works. Fingers crossed, because I want to cook in it all winter long.
She does.
And
she was so excited when she saw it. They have a Facebook page for Halloween stuff that's coming to Home Goods and TJ Maxx and stuff. And she's on that page. And all of a sudden she was just giddy, and she said, "Oh my God, I have to find this cauldron."
This lid, like I literally have a smaller one that just has a plain black lid, but
this one is definitely
already
awesome.
It dressed up one photo.
Yeah, no, this is
so
super
good.
Cool.
Okay. So, back to what we're talking about. What is this book? It's all about homemade spice blends, sauces, dairy substitutes, some dry soup mixes, some dressings. We'll make fishless sauce, Worcestershire sauce. This is what's in here is a little vegan Worcestershire sauce. It is a spooktacular cauldron. Apple, you win. So there's like spices, seasoning blends, dry mixes for sauces, gravies, and some cheese mixes as well. But there's also just some regular sauce and dressings. There's bouillon, soup, and savory starters, hot drink mixes. So there's like a cocoa. There's a Thai green tea mix. There's the golden milk. There are also some savory drinking broths. There used to be a few companies that had those, but it's kind of nice. So there's a few different flavors, and you can just make up a batch, and then instead of, reaching for something caffeinated, you could reach for something that's still going to taste nice. We're going to go a little bit into non-dairy milks and creamers, but not as far as I'm going to do another milk creamers and milk pulp book later on, but this is going to give you a good overview where you can make everything in the book, because we're going to make Okara ricotta or almond pulp ricotta, almond pulp queso, different things like that. This cast iron said it was seasoned, so we'll find out. I did not go any further, but yeah, you're supposed to season cast iron unless it is already pre-seasoned. So worst case scenario, this isn't seasoned. Cheryl will do her magic and scrub everything out.
I will. That's my superpower.
It is. Like, you would not believe how good she is. And then we'll season it. And seasoning it just means put some oil on it and put it in the oven for a while, pretty much. Sauce mixes and some shortcuts to different things. We're also going to talk about like condiments. So there's ketchups, barbecue sauces, stir-fry sauces, a whole bunch of different things like that. So what's good about making your own, and I know you kind of don't want to. You kind of want to be lazy. You kind of want to take a deep breath and order takeout. But it doesn't take any time at all. It takes less than 10 minutes. Once you have the ingredients, and you can even go ahead and make up some of those sauces, freeze them in ice cube trays. I know it's hot. Oh, I guess it gave me a time. Ooh, it's looking good.
Splashy.
It's looking good, yeah. Is that you can make these for your dietary requirement. So if they're all whole food, plant-based, no oil. I think right now there's 1 or 2 recipes that may have nuts optional. I think it may just be 1, and I may test something else because I think I can do it without nuts. There's usually soy options. When we're using pulp, oat pulp is not going to be a good substitute. It's just kind of gummy, so it's not going to make that nice little ricotta thing that Okara pulp or blanched almond pulp is going to. But I got you. We'll figure this out. There are also other things you can do. Like if you can't have either of those, you could take riced cauliflower and put some of those same seasonings on there and kind of do your best, right? We work with what our limitations are, what we're allowed to eat, not eat by our doctors, are the plans that we choose. And so, I am queen of options, and it's no different here. While there will be some that have some soy sauce or soy sauce powder, miso or miso powder, I am working on an umami blend, and I have 2 versions right now that I'm playing with, that I'm hoping you guys who can't have that, let's see, it's not exactly, but it's got a nice dark flavor, aroma to it. Where's the other one? I had the other one out here too. It was darker.
Is it this?
I bet it is. It is.
They can't see us.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. We're frozen, it looks
Oh,
like.
I'm sorry we froze. Okay, here, we'll come back for a minute. Crud.
Doesn't like something on that camera.
Well, let's just... Okay. Okay, that's correct. Let's see if it does the same thing here. Overhead. Overhead, it's doing fine. Caleb says I'm going to need to make some soup mix one weekend so I can be ready for snow day. Exactly. That one camera.
That little camera's good too, so it's
okay. Well, let me check one thing. I'm going to just turn it off and turn it back on. I don't know if that's recommended. How is it doing now?
It's still frozen.
All right.
Don't know what the deal is.
You're not frozen? We're not frozen for you?
Okay.
Oh, you see me, but slow mode. I'm not sure. Oh,
Oh,
it almost did it.
it's trying.
I'm wondering if one of our wires is not happy. Will you make that start working and we can put it in front? Because it's up. So anyhow, while she's doing that in slow motion, I will see if I can use this camera. The beauty of extra cameras. This is going to be such the worst angle ever. Yes, it is. It's the worst angle ever. I feel like I should get lower. Hello, you can see the top of my head.
You can try this one.
Okay. You might want to make that go up more.
Yeah.
Up.
Oh.
Up and perhaps straighter. Sorry for all this, you guys. Okay. For now,
It works.
good enough. All right. Hey, TS. Okay. Paul said I put a spell on it. I suspect that some wire needs to be replaced, which
Yeah.
I'm not super happy about. But for the moment, it's kind of like old time movies, Mona says. Whee! I know, I drug y'all all over the kitchen. But I did clean up all of this because also Caleb, the marketing genius, is going to have Cheryl record me as I'm making things to photo. So I made it where you don't have to see all that mess that y'all see in class. Okay. So let me finish showing you. Well, you know what? Let me check this. Let's not have everything be a disaster. Okay. We'll check this. I think it's pretty close. Can you help me with that?
Which one you want? This one?
Yeah.
Let me go get the
The fan. Yeah, so there we go. It's definitely good. I'm going to turn this down. And we'll see if it's stuck a little bit on the bottom, but not very much. So that could be the pan does need to be a little bit processed. But see how, let me see if I can get this.
Why are you so hot?
Okay. And I can add a little more water to it if it's a little thicker. It's going to be cooking out more quickly now because I've took the lid off. And I'm putting in more than I normally would because I know I'm going to talk with y'all for a little bit. But it's going to cook out and get thick again. I'm also going to taste and re-season in a minute. Caleb says you didn't make chili if it doesn't get stuck on the bottom.
I think we're good.
Is it working now?
Yeah.
It is. Okay, so let me see if I can do this one thing. You can see better lighting of it than you did over there.
That's a good idea.
Right? Can you
Make it
click it? Yeah, just click on the. There we go. All right. We'll move this aside for the moment. This is why it's good to have multiple cameras.
Yes.
So I'm going to let this kind of sit. I'm scraping the bottom. It's not bad. It's not like burnt on. But one of the things is that having those, do you want to take a taste? Ooh.
That's good.
It is pretty good. And we're going to talk about how we can even add more cool stuff to it. So I'm going to put it on. We're going to just put it on really low. And now we'll come back And I'm going to answer some questions too. So we'll come back and look at the sales page. I answer questions as long as we're moving. So let me go back up a little bit further. Aw, Leanne says, I can't wait to get the book. Such great ideas for a compilation. Let's see if we can see that right there, sort of. Talked about that. And Susie says, we have a really old dehydrator, and you don't need a fancy dehydrator. And in fact, you can make 90% of the recipes without a dehydrator. You will need a blender or a spice grinder. If you can get a cheap coffee grinder, that works just fine. If you have, like, I use the Beast, I use the small containers. I also have a Ninja, and I bought a spice grinder attachment. And I'll have links to all the different things you can buy to get for the book, so you don't have to go searching everywhere and for appliances, but you can even just pull that up in a list and go to the store. You know, I'll have an Amazon list, which will be affiliate links. You can buy it through there or not. Totally up to you. Oh, awesome. Denise says she's super excited. Oh, Miss Kibbs just pre-ordered. Thank you so much. Cackling Kathy's Cauldron, says Tanya. Oh, good. Apple says, thanks for having PayPal. I don't have any credit cards. I'm glad I was able to get the ebook. Thank you so much. And Kimberly says, I'm so glad the book is ready. It is not ready. It is ready for pre-order, and it's going to come out October 31st. However, there will be some bonuses in addition to these 9 lives that I'm going to do. And within a day or two after each Monday, Wednesday, Friday live, Cheryl's going to edit up so that you just have the recipe and not all this other nonsense, and which is the fun part. But
yeah,
it's not as fun necessarily when you're wanting to just get the recipe. And I'll put the recipe. So one of the first ones you'll get will be the recipe for this mix and how to use it. So you'll be able to do that. At least 9 recipes before you get there, plus the overnight oat recipe class is up, and then there's going to be a dry mix class, which I think has about 7 or 8 of the recipes in the book that you could cook along with me. And Cheryl's editing that for time a little bit too.
Yeah, I don't think you guys want to sit there for 4 hours.
Maybe they do. Monique says, I kind of went crazy after watching your creamer making video. Saw somebody make split pea milk, so I tried it. It was gross, so I turned it into a delicious split pea soup.
Excellent.
And that's the way to do it.
Yep.
All right, you guys be like Monique. Oh, good. Yeah, right now, Kimberly, I'm only doing ebooks. And here, I'll switch back from it. Here we go. So, one of the reasons that I'm doing ebooks is for things like, I just found out from my agent that a lot of books are delayed by several months because of some governmental overseeing and things like that. Also, one of the reasons I don't want to do is, like, there could be a tariff. Shipping could triple in price between when we do the pre-order and when we ship it. So it also will cost 3 times as much, which is not helpful. Nobody has all that. But what you can do is if you really want a hard hold in your copy hand, all you have to do is print it out or have a friend print it out double-sided, take it to Kinko's, Staples, something.
Kinko's is FedEx now.
Okay. And they will put plastic binders on it and spiral bind it.
Staples is the best one.
Yeah, and depending on, I don't know how big the book is going to be, it'll be between $5 and probably $8 or $9 to bind it. And I'll let you know as soon as it's there.
It'll be, it's a lot less expensive if you print it out yourself, because
no, it will. They will charge you $30 or $40 to print out the pages for you.
Yeah, sometimes more depending on how many it is. So just print it yourself. It's so much cheaper just to buy a ream of decent paper and some ink.
Right. And Kimberly says, I'm getting ready to move and have to get rid of all my paper cookbooks. It's just really nice. And when it's in a PDF, it's really easy to search too. Plus, all the recipes will be linked, so in the table of contents, you can go straight to that page. I don't have a malted milk powder recipe. Let me think of, Cheryl, help me remember that.
Malted milk.
Because I have some recipes that have soy milk or oat milk powder in them, and I'm not making my own of that. Those I'm just buying. But if we got some malt powder, I just have to see. Sometimes the malt powder has dairy, I think, but let me research that and get back to you. And so, Lydia, you don't need a dehydrator for the recipes. If you want to start making your own powders, and you do not need a fancy dehydrator like you might use to make the wraps, you know, from the bundle or something like that, where you need an Excalibur. This you can get like from the Goodwill or from Facebook Marketplace. Just get one of those white plastic round ones. And that's what I've used forever until I did dehydrator classes where I needed to do like 7 things. I borrowed my friend's Excalibur, but it just takes a little longer.
Every time we go to a thrift store, there's always one of those white ones for $5 or $10 sitting there, sometimes less than that.
Aw, Kathy, I'm sorry you didn't get notified about this. But yeah, we're trying to send out emails before. This time I didn't want to hit you with Heartbeat 2. Tomorrow we have 2 lives, and then Wednesday we have my next Potions and Powders live. Caleb says Cheryl's other superpower, fixing the cameras. She has a lot of superpowers.
I try.
And Apple always cracks me up. She's probably back by now. She takes her dog out for a business meeting. Oh, hi, John. I'm glad you like this pie. I think it's just the most adorable. And you can find them at some Home Goods now for Halloween. Yeah, you need to go in and take that off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Unless Apple already did.
But she's in a business meeting.
And Monique says with exchange in Canada, everything from the States is almost double the price. And I'm so sorry about that. You thought I had a malted one? I know I've done shakes. And I think
You did me a malted chocolate shake at one point.
Did I?
I think so.
Okay, I'll
was a long
I'll search
time
the
ago.
recipes and see.
It was a long time ago.
Oh, and Janet's saying you can buy solid donut-shaped insert for the round Nesco dehydrator if you want to dehydrate a liquid. And I do have those. Someone gave me this. So, like, people are often giving these away. Do you need me to do that? Here, let me.
I'm trying to make sure that the sound is off so it doesn't.
Oh, it should be.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, I'll just do this real quick.
I didn't want it to just start blaring.
That's okay. Why don't you talk to the people while I do this? Here, come over. You can stir.
Yeah, but we got. Yeah, I think it's the Nesco brand is the round one, and I see them all the time at thrift stores and stuff for super cheap. So hopefully you can pick one up if you need one. But like Kathy says, you don't necessarily have to have it for this book.
I wonder if she's got it already.
And
I think she might have gotten it down, and that we see it and she doesn't. A diastolic malt powder. Here, let me look at this. Vegan malt powder.
Look that up, because it's
Vegan malt powder. Okay. I've got a couple of... It's going to take a little research, but you were saying... I see the barley malt powder you were saying that doesn't taste malted. But yeah, it looks like Miss Apple may have taken that person out, or they are just no longer there. So don't ever contact anyone on Telegram or WhatsApp that just posts randomly in YouTube comments.
Y'all have all been around long enough to know that if you don't recognize that name, that probably you don't want to contact them.
Okay, I'm going to switch back with you, and then you can just kind of,
Eyeball it.
Leanne's saying some Breville ovens to hydrate. Absolutely, and there's just some toaster ovens that will do that as well. But you can just buy the powders, and some of the powders we're going to buy anyhow. It's just a cast iron pot. It's literally a cast iron pot with a really groovy lid that is also, I think, enameled cast iron, because it's heavy. It's very heavy. Oh, Tanya said, to show you the difference in prices, instead of $6.99 for the Litter Robot, it was $12.49. I thought it was $8.99 at Costco.
$6.99 at Costco.
Right, but Caleb, your life is going to change when you get the Litter Robot.
Absolutely.
And this is from a longtime cat owner. And Cheryl needs to come and put it up, because enough of us love that, and we can keep it on a separate list so no one has to see who doesn't have cats.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. I am finding, though, Tanya, that if it gets unlevel, if somebody moves it to fill something or whatever, and they don't hit the reset, and then it gets all out of whack, I'm going to have to actually reset ours up tomorrow, because this last time it got a little out of whack. It keeps telling me that the bin's full when it's not, so
it could be some resetting.
yeah, it's a reset thing. So,
and Apple, you're right. You've really got to be opposed to scooping to want to spend it.
right.
But for us in particular, with all the traveling we're doing, we're having house sitters and friends come and stay, and we just really wanted to make it as easy as possible. Oh,
Yeah.
preach. Everyone wishes they could find a Litter Robot at the Goodwill, but
Costco's the cheapest I've seen it, and actually the one at Costco that they have right now for $6.99 actually has all the extra stuff. The steps, the mat, the extra bags, the extra odor filters, all that stuff. It's like a bundle package, and it has all of that for $6.99, which it's usually just $6.99 for just the machine.
and it gives you a lot of crazy information, like Tanya saying, I saved over 300 scoops since early August.
Oh, I think we're like in the thousands right now for scoops or something, or close to it.
But it also weighs the cats. It tells you when they last went to the bathroom. So if you have a cat that has a medical issue, or especially with male cats, you have to make sure they're peeing. Oh, you already have a kitty robot? What kind of kitty robot do you have? Is that the same litter? Is it Litter Robot?
I don't know if you got the same one or not.
Ooh, they're good. We had some of the old automatic ones, and the first two we got lasted a really long time, and then after that we couldn't get to 6 months before that.
They were the ones with the rake, where it had the rake fingers, and then it would just kind of come across and then dump it into this little bin that you literally had to empty out twice a day, because it would fill up so fast, because it would just scrape all the litter into the bin. It was crazy, but it worked for a while.
You have a Pet Snowy. We'll have to look that up. And how much is the Pet Snowy?
I think I looked at the Pet Snowy, actually.
You had it narrowed down to a few. We're both crazy neurospicy research people.
Yeah. And my other favorite company right now for pet stuff is Pet Libro, with their crazy water fountains. And we might be upgrading our water fountain to their new one, because it can be battery operated.
Oh.
And so if the power was to go out, then the battery would kick in, and I wouldn't have to worry about leaving a bowl of water out when we're not here, in case that the power was to go out. So
Put a little more water in while we're chatting, because I want to show you that page. Oh, you have the whole Pet Snowy ecosystem with water and food.
sweet.
Cheryl's gonna want it. We'll have to come to your house and take a look.
No, I would do the whole Pet Libro food and water ecosystem. So
Well, Fergus got some sores under his chin from the plastic pet feeder that we've used forever.
yeah,
And so now we have a stainless steel pet
so
feeder.
I had to
for
go
that.
find stainless steel feeders, gravity feeders, for when we were gone, because he was getting a little acne from the plastic.
Oh, Caleb says one app to do everything. She likes that. I know we're having the worst conversation for a cooking show, so I'm not going to show you food for a little while. We'll go to that, and then we'll come back to food. Leanne says, I thought dogs were pricey. Paul says, I had one that flushed it into the toilet and cleaned and dried the litter. Claire had one of those.
Yeah.
It scared her cat the first, like she had to put it into the sewage system. Like it was thousands of dollars to install this.
She paid a plumber like several $1,000s to install this, and the cat saw it do it one time and never would go back to it again. So cats are funny. Some of them will take to it, some of it won't. It took Fergus a while. He was like, it's going to kill me, so I don't want to do it. And
still now he walks all the way around it, and then he goes in.
He makes
he's
sure.
Making sure he's, important witchy topics. Exactly.
Got to get those familiars all in there.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. I like that. Just slid right in there. Yeah. Yay. And T.S. was saying she would love it, but she thinks it's too heavy for her arthritis, the litter robot. I don't know if some of the others may be lighter, but you do have to put litter in, lift litter up and put it in. You could do it a cup at a time.
Yeah, that's how I have it for when Claire's here. I have a scoop. I put the litter in little litter bins, and she just has to open the little bin and scoop it into the litter hopper. But I also have the hopper, which makes it a lot easier.
But you have to pour, like if you're filling up the hopper, then you pour a lot of it in.
Yeah.
But you don't.
But you could fill the hopper every day and not have to worry about pouring it in once it got poured in one time.
And Tia says she's scooping for 4 cats, 3 litter boxes.
Woo.
So it's her exercise.
Yeah, that is.
And Tanya uses a cup too. Yeah, this is hilarious. And it waits, how many? It waits 5 or 10 minutes?
You can actually set how long you want it to, and because we have 2 cats, I have it set on 15 minutes.
In case somebody jumps in after.
Yeah, and so that gives it, plenty of time to harden before it does its thing. We haven't had any problems at all. Every now and then I need to go in there and I wipe it down with a wet rag a little bit, like a wet paper towel, but it hasn't been really messy at all.
And you've only cleaned the sensor a couple of times.
So yeah, and I need to clean the sensor.
Just by wiping it off, not by doing anything.
The sensors get dusty from the litter, and you do have to wipe those sensors off, and that's probably part of what's going on with ours right now too, is because we were gone for a week.
Oh, I misunderstood T.S. She said not the litter robot, the pot. The pot's pretty heavy.
The pot is super heavy.
So yeah, I don't use a lot of big cast iron pots, and in fact, I had the Instant Pot thing that had that big cast iron thing, and I was like, I told y'all, it's too heavy, don't want to use it.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul, I'm not even going to put that up there, and I'm giving you the librarian look.
And he's the moderator, y'all.
He's like, I'm not moderating here. I'm going to cause havoc.
That's true.
I think you can tell. All right. So, and back to the sales page, which I hate, but I'm sharing it with you anyhow. So if anybody, ooh, woo! I was just trying to move around. Look at that.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, but I can't go anywhere with it. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's why. Okay.
This is like one of those the picture in the picture in the picture in the picture kind of situation. She's trying to click on a picture of the picture of the picture.
And so you don't have to buy blends. I support all the whole food plant-based people, but still there's some things I don't want to spend that much money for. I love local spicery stuff, but it's quite expensive. And then you have to pay for shipping. So kind of doing that. Also, you can make all these spices, soup mixes, sauces, work with your dietary needs. So if you wanted to, let's say, make a stir fry, you'll have an option of using like a teriyaki balsamic instead of soy sauce if you don't do any kind of salt at all. So you can kind of, people can't make everything for everyone. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've noticed that like food is like tripled or quadrupled especially mixes, like vegan mixes or healthier vegan mixes. So you don't have to have any chemicals. You don't have to figure out if it's accidentally vegan and look up all that stuff. And you can just have a pantry full of stuff.
Your almond tortillas were $3 off a pack.
Woo! But weren't they like $12 or something?
Yeah, so they were 9 instead of 12.
Stuff's expensive.
It is expensive.
All right, so, and this is like talking about what you get for the bonuses for those of you guys. So this is the first live of 9, and so basically I'll talk about the ebook and the demo, at least one recipe, and then you'll get the recipe within a couple of days. You'll also have an edited live, so you could even make this along with me. Obviously this one doesn't help a lot because then you're like, I'm not making the mix with you. No, but I'm going to teach you how to change the flavors, so you'll still get something. Then this is the travel overnight oat class, and actually hand me that jar. I made some for the Fabulous Over 40s class. And so I bought a mix like this at Costco, which they no longer carry. Another librarian look for Costco. And this is a plain version, but you could put freeze-dried fruit powders. You can choose to put date powder in there.
Is that the overnight oat mix?
Uh-huh.
So I did see on Costco today when I was making my little delivery order that they did have some overnight oat mix stuff. Mm-hmm. But it was insanely expensive.
Well, even when I got the other one, it was like $18.
Yeah, this was in the 20s.
And
I was like,
it's
what?
made with oats, some soy milk, some chia seeds. It's made with easily accessible ingredients. There's even an option if you don't have soy milk powder or oat milk powder, because if you're making this at home, then you can just add non-dairy milk instead of water, or vegan yogurt. When I travel, sometimes I'll use water and a smashed ripe banana. So I tell you about all that. And then the dry sauce mix class. Cheryl's going to be editing that now, but then I actually make some of the sauces, so you'll get to see a lot in here. This will be really, really helpful. And as I'm wavering, when I take away the 25% discount, I might add in another class or something. If I do, you guys get it. If you pre-order now, you still get it.
These are different.
So there you go. Yeah, no, those aren't good.
Mm-mm.
That's not the same one. And basically, this is, do you feel like this? I hate this part of his sales page. Are you ready to take control of what goes into your food? So I did it because Caleb was going to make me. So blame him. Blame Caleb. Tell him your feelings in the comments.
You're just like applying what you learned at camp. Right? We just got back from Creator Camp. And, you know, every year when we go to Creator Camp, we try to learn something new. And this year, Kathy, learned a lot about marketing stuff.
Yeah, well, I hung out with Caleb. I always do better. First day, camp hadn't even started. And I'm like, oh, I need to market my book. And he's like, well, sit down in a chair and let's make a plan. And I got the librarian look.
Yeah.
Or whatever the Gen Z version of the librarian look is. Caleb, would you like to name it if you're still around?
The eye roll.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So Leanne's saying, I use such a large quantity of spice blends, it's very expensive to buy them. And you can just do a quadruple recipe. Here's the other thing is all these mixes make amazing holiday presents. So that alone, I usually give people different spice blends, or the one thing I do usually use a dehydrator for is to make chili powder, but you probably could do it at the lowest setting on your oven in a pinch, so I'll put that in too. Everything's in testing now, and we're editing and doing all of that stuff. There's not a 5-spice recipe yet. I saw that somewhere, Leanne, but I probably could add one. There's also probably going to be a book too, because right now it's over 150 recipes, and I'm probably putting 15 or 20 more in there. So I'm trying to make it not over 150, because that's just, I'm having to do some different things with the photos, because y'all don't need to print out 150 photos. So I'm trying to see where I can combine a few things. Like here, like warm drink mixes or something like that, which is hard for me to do. I want to take a picture of everything. But so anything that's not in the book that you want to see a copycat of, like in Kathy's cooking club, the last time we did it, I actually took Trader Joe's spices and we made copycats. So I showed people how I decide, how I look at the labels, how I taste them. And that's a class that I'm thinking of possibly adding in the bonuses. Tanya says, I haven't had a Japanese sweet potato in a couple of months. I don't want to pay $5 per potato.
I get that.
That's like what white sweet potatoes cost us when they come in. I want to get some stuff and get ahead of the game so I can go to H Mart and get some Korean sweet potatoes, because I feel like just hunkering down, doing some lives, and eating some sweet potatoes. Oh, Lydia, what did I miss? I missed something.
Or Kitty, I think she was talking about. It's back the other way.
He had a bad crystal blockage. Yeah. It's very hard, and like one of the things is I had a cat that had some cystitis issues too, and so like at one point we were able to find some litter that would tell us if there was blood in the urine and things like that. So I think that exists, but I think kind of now you can see how much they peed and all these different things.
And the water fountain tells you how much they drink. So that's kind of nice.
Oh, Janet, that's amazing. She got Japanese sweet potatoes at Trader Joe's and local ethnic market for the normal cheap price. Good.
Ooh.
And sometimes it depends, like since she's in Canada and you're in DC, they just may be longer shipping, and depends on where they come from and things like that. Okay, so now you've seen the sales page. You've heard my snarkiness about it. I don't like selling things. I like making things, and then you want them, so you get them. That's what I like. So it took me so many hours to make that page. I'm so glad it's over.
It was very challenging. There was lots of huffing and puffing at one point.
There was almost crying, but there
almost
wasn't.
crying. There had to be some Agatha raisin in the middle to balance things out.
And I had to take a walk, so I walked for an hour before we came on.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh. Yeah. Oh, you're in St. Louis. DC is your initials. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Tanya, I forget where you are in Canada. I don't know if you're up more north or not.
Isn't she in Toronto or someplace like that?
I'm bad with geography. So I know that
Montreal? No.
Lydia's in Montreal. So some things I do remember. But okay, so cat discussion is going to go away. And you guys can keep talking about it in the subject, but I'm going to show chili, and we're going to talk about spicing this up a little bit. Okay.
All right, here we go. Chili, it's almost chili. Look at that.
It is chili.
It looks like chili.
Does it? Oh, it's thick again. I've got it very low. Low enough that I can touch this cast iron. But you see, like the beans look like beans, the corn looks like corn.
Yeah.
2 hours south of Toronto. Let me get a little spoon. And I'm going to take a piece of the corn. Do you want a piece of the corn? Is that why you're...
You can go first.
Okay, I'll give you a little piece of the corn. We'll blow up. You wouldn't have ever known that was dehydrated and crunchy. It's crazy. And the thing is mixes get a bad rap because people put filler ingredients in them. The only filler ingredient in this is like bean flakes that makes it kind of thick. I think it's really pretty close. I think I'm going to put some of my oat Parmesan in here. Aw, thanks.
I was going to ask for a little more tomato flavor.
You want more tomato?
Yeah,
Okay.
just a little bit.
So let's put in some tomato powder. We could also put in like actual tomatoes. I would have done that to begin with. Let's start off. I think I'm going to put a teaspoon. Can you switch this for me while I'm doing some of that? I'm going to smell it. And this tomato powder that I just got is not quite as tomatoey as some of the other tomato powder I've had before. So it may need more. If you have a tablespoon of tomato paste in your freezer, because I always put them in tablespoon splatches when I have extra, that's great too. I'm going to taste it. I'm not sure that that's, well, give this to you. You can taste a little bit more of it. Would you like it to go up a little bit more than that, or is that
I think
about
that's
right?
good.
Okay, so I'm tasting to see how acidy it is too.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause I can't have a lot of acid stuff.
Right, so that's one of the reasons I didn't put a lot of tomatoes in there. Tanya says I'm getting hungry, but bedtime's in an hour. Yeah, my bedtime should be in an hour. Yeah, I think my tomato powder clumped a little bit, gotta be real. I probably should have pulled out a little bit and mixed it in. But this is real life. But it clumped a little bit and now it's kind of in there, good. I was thinking we could either put some nutritional yeast or oat parmesan. I don't think it needs any more chili powder. It's got a little jalapeno powder in there.
I think a Parmesan would probably be good.
Do you want to do Parmesan or straight nutritional yeast? And I'm going to put a little mushroom powder in here. I'm going to put like another, and that's just going to kind of give it a little more beefiness.
What's the difference between the oat Parmesan and the nutritional yeast? The Parmesan's been toasted?
It's been toasted. It has oats in it. And it has salt in it as well.
Parmesan.
Okay.
I could use a little more salt in that.
Okay. But if you're salt-free, you could just put nutritional yeast in there, or you could make a salt-free Parmesan. Actually, all of the spice blends that I do are salt-free. And even if I eat some salt, but I want to be able to put enough in to make the flavor right. Let me taste that. Here, you want to taste a little bit of it? We're building a little extra flavor. Aw, thanks, Jennifer. I think this cauldron's nice. Do you taste the darker flavor? The mushroom powder really helped a lot.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now you finished your homework. Yay! Everybody give hearts to Caleb because we were accountability partners today. The oat Parmesan is on my website, healthyslowcooking.com. It'll be in the book too.
This is actually tonight dinner, Caleb.
So I'm going to put about a tablespoon in. Because it's got oats in it, it's going to thicken things up. So this is you could use non-dairy milk and the oat Parmesan and make like an Alfredo or kind of cheesy sauce for mac and cheese too. But you can, I know I can't put more jalapeno powder in here because of Cheryl, but I might normally want a little bit more.
I mean,
no,
you could put some on the side.
Yeah,
right?
no, that's what I was getting ready to say. Cheryl's acting like I've upset her. Her sensibilities. It's okay. Yay, thanks, Apple. Apple's the best. Caleb's the best. You all are the best. And you've made my mood well. I almost had a little panic attack out on my walk because I sat on the couch working for like 9 hours.
It's not ever good when she sits that long in one position, and I just bring her food and water.
Fills up my water and ice, and I made some chickpea salad because I knew today. I'm adding a little water because those oats are going to make things thicker.
Let me know what time your plane comes in, Uncle Paul, and I'll come pick you up.
Yep, come on in. There's enough chili for the whole ECAM fam and our community. And see, that's another thing. If you were traveling for the holidays and you're not sure if people are going to have stuff for you to eat, you can have a few jars or Ziplocs of this stuff. Pour it in. You can make it at anybody's house, which is really nice. And we're probably going to do more of the soup recipes because I've been really wanting some soup. Okay, you going to taste it?
Okay.
Let's see how that is.
You want me to use a different spoon?
No, we're going to
It's
eat all
just
this.
us,
Nobody's
so-
going to come over.
Well, I mean, Paul says he's on his way.
Paul can have our backwash. Ooh,
Oops.
that's okay.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
What's really funny is with that, now I can taste the Mexican oregano a little bit more too. So as you layer things in, that balance is going to change.
I don't think you want to tweak it anymore.
No,
I think it's
we're
perfect.
done. I'm going to turn it off.
Perfect.
Yay! I'll
See,
put the-
Jennifer asks, does the new upcoming ebook have an electrolyte plus calcium powder formula? She lives in a medium-high desert with extreme heat, so ends up buying the expensive powder packets.
I do not. So, not being a health professional, I would worry about not getting all of that exactly right. But if you can send me some recipes, I could see if maybe that could go in ebook 2 or something. I'm not doing a protein powder in this one made of whole food ingredients like seeds and things like that, but I probably will for the next one, so that could fit in really well. Oh, thank you, Janet. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and Susan, a lot of people make their Parmesan with cashews and nutritional yeast, or I've even seen almonds nutritional yeast.
I think it just depends on how much you eat nuts in your diet. A lot of folks don't have any nuts in their diet, and then other folks have a lot of nuts in their diet,
Or
and then there's some
allergies.
in between. You know, I'm kind of an in between. I eat nuts sometimes.
Well, and I usually use them in milks or creamy pints. There's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
But what I find is it's really easy to find a nut Parmesan recipe. It is not easy to find a nut-free one. And so when you toast the oats, it makes it taste nutty. It's crazy. It's so crazy. And so that makes a really low calorie density kind of Parmesan for those of you who want one. Yeah, and Tanya makes hers with almonds, nooch, garlic, pinch of salt. There's all different kinds of things. Oh, and red lentil, yellow lentil. I'm at work but wish I was at home where my instant black beans are. I can see saving space by making mixes and then using them on demand. Yeah. The trick about this, I'm also thinking possibly in the future of maybe doing a freezer meal book where you could take a day, a month, and make all these different things, and then you can have them for the Instant Pot or the slow cooker. Because even vegan, like small, like Amy's meals and stuff were really expensive when I saw those.
Everything is
Hi,
just
Gigi. It's good to
everything
see
is
you.
like quadrupled. It feels like.
Yeah,
And it's just.
This year has been worse than some of the others. Like, things have gotten very much more expensive, and with us traveling and going out to eat, sometimes it's just crazy at how much something is. So making things at home is just a little bit easier, but a little less expensive. You do have to put in some effort, but if you work smart, then you could make enough chili through spring. You can make 7 of them, 10 of them. Buy all the packets of things you need, make them up, and then there you go. Yeah, it does feel like things have quadrupled. And Tanya said, I used to make it with my dehydrated almond pulp, but I haven't had it in a while. Been making energy balls with the pulp, like brownie balls. Those are great.
Yeah, that's
I
nice.
do that when I make like I made a date sweetened oat vanilla creamer, and that's the only thing that kind of pulp is going to be good for. I love using almond pulp for a faux cheese, especially like on tacos or tostadas or something like that.
Definitely.
And I think we did this when I made beans a couple of months ago. What you looking at?
Fergus was acting weird a minute ago, and I don't know where he went to.
He's fine. She is a micromanager of the cats sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. See, he's
No doors are open in this house. The cats can't go anywhere, and sometimes she'll be like, "Oh my God, we can't leave. I don't know where Freya is." I'm like, "She's in the house. That's where Freya is."
Hey, buddy, are you upset because you can't get on camera? Is that what's going on?
Oh, he's okay. He wants us to stop and go over there.
I'm sorry. We'll move your stools for the next one, okay?
Abel says she likes the idea of batched freezer meals. I pop them in my slow cooker. I love using my slow cooker. I was thinking of putting this in the slow cooker, and then I decided that is just too little to show on camera. Even for me, maybe we'll do one before that. And Brenda likes to make big pots of stuff and freeze in single serving containers. And there's no wrong way to make your life a little easier, really. And Red Lentil, Yellow Lentil says there's Freezer Meals 101 class, a template to turn vegan. And Brenda needs more uses for almond pulp. I expect early next year for me to do the pulp and milk book. We'll see after this what my hyperfixation is for the moment.
She's been saying she's going to do that for a while now. So.
Well, I'm adding some of the recipes in this book too, but there'll still be a ton more. And like in class, I've made mayo with soy milk pulp or almond pulp. I've made like a sour cream substitute. I've made all different kinds of things. So it works really well as a thickener, and it still has really good fiber in there for you.
Yeah, fiber's a good thing.
And Monique said, I made that creamer you made. It was delicious. I used the pulp in my breakfast bowl. That's really great too, because you made half a recipe.
That's cool.
And Jennifer says, yes, the price of Amy's individual frozen meals is so high. And they're not that good. They're okay, right? They're okay. If you're really hungry, yay, I have one. But
they're a tease.
You need a big salad with it, because there's, not quite enough. So Brenda, I'll have you with some almond pulp stuff, so don't worry. And Brenda, aren't you the creator of the famous almond pulp feta? I'm trying to remember who gave me that recipe. Whoever did gave me permission to share it.
It might have been Brenda.
It could have been. Brenda, was it you? And it's Freezer Meals 101 Club out of Canada has an app. So that's something you could do too. And Tanya says, way cheaper than buying Laura bars is making those with, because what happens when you're making a milk or something like that with dates, there's a lot of pulp strained out, and it really helps them stick together. Oh, multitasking is the way of my day.
You have been multitasking for hours now.
My brain hurts a little bit. Oh, Hydrin. It was Hydrin. Yeah, and Hydrin has another name. Katrine Schnell or something. I can't say it. It's a German name.
It's a German joke that is what her dad used to call her when she was a kid, and isn't it Carlene? Carlene something.
Yeah. So I think we're going to be off now. I wasn't planning on being live quite this long, but it was fun hanging out with you guys. Yeah. And really, you've all made my day. Really, I'm exhausted. I'm going to eat some chili.
I'm excited to have some chili. I'm actually getting hungry now, so.
See, it worked out just perfect.
It did. It was perfect.
But thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Stacy.
Nope.
No.
Tiffany
is
Yeah.
going to be here.
Tiffany Hobson from the McDougall group, and then
Thanks, Gigi.
at 9 o'clock we are scheduled to have
At 9 p.m. Eastern Standard
9
Time.
p.m. Eastern Standard. We should be having Sangeeta leading the October Positivity Circle. Now, if something happens, she is out of the country. So if something happens that she can't do it, then I will take that down, or we'll come on and do something.
We'll come on and do it. So if hopefully Sangeeta can be here, because she sings these beautiful Sanskrits.
She does such a wonderful job. It just always makes me feel so good and warm and fuzzy when she's done.
And it's not about toxic positivity.
No, it's not.
So you get to say, yeah, my day was crappy, this and that, and then how am I going to make it better for me?
And
what are some things? And it's really...
And it's just she's just kind of like leading us into how we can just kind of do things a little better, like how the world impacts us, like friendships and and just.
It's just, I go into the positivity circle cranky most of the times, and I leave really filled up for a while. So do kind of come hang out with us if you can. Just see if it's something you're interested in. You just get to be you.
Yep.
And you're so welcome. It was great to hang out with you guys. Penny just bought a Mio mat, so I'll look up your video so I know what to do.
And if you haven't seen Kathy's email, the Mio mat folks have finally gotten their hands on their actual
Stainless steel strainers they've manufactured. I haven't gotten mine yet, so I got an email from someone because I said, I'll demo it over the weekend. Well, I don't have it yet. As soon as I have it, I'm going to be demoing it.
Yeah, but it's
I
amazing.
Trust them a lot. Like, I've been working with Mio Mat for a couple of years, so every time they make a tweak on their model of the milk maker, they've sent me one to test it.
Yeah.
And Eric is just great. So I have all the hopes and faith in the world that this is going to turn out really well.
And it's turned out to be exactly what Kathy was thinking about, like the same kind of method that she uses with her strainer.
Yeah, it's going to look really familiar to you guys.
Yeah, it's going to look real familiar. You're going to love it.
And if it's as thin as the one that I have, which it should be, because he was comparing it to that when he was designing it with the engineers, I put in a half a cup of soybeans, either soaked or unsoaked. I do it both ways, depending on if I've planned or not. And then I get about a cup of okara, which is awesome. Oh, and Tanya says if I was using the almond cow, I'd buy that Mio Mat strainer. Yeah, you don't really need it with the Nama, though I will say with the Nama M, I'm pointing over here like you can see it. It's my imaginary milk maker friend right there. It's time to go to bed.
You have to eat first.
Okay, we got to eat. Oh, you ordered a strainer. Great. I cannot wait to have it. I'm super excited about it.
She was actually kind of bummed when we got home because she thought that it was going to be waiting for her, and it
we
wasn't.
Looked everywhere. We looked
everywhere.
up the steps around the thing just to see if anybody put it weird.
There was two things we were waiting on that neither one of them showed up yet, so we were just like.
But thanks to everybody for hanging out with us and making dinner and having fun and cutting up. It's always good to see Paul and Caleb, and especially since we just left them last weekend.
Yep.
So big hugs to everyone. Do something really kind for yourself tonight, if that's like sit in a warm bath, drink a little glass of water, make some tea.
Watch some silly English TV.
Yeah. Watch a little
Agatha Raisin. If you haven't watched Agatha Raisin and you have Acorn, watch Agatha Raisin. She is just silly fun.
That's really good. Okay, guys, we'll see you twice tomorrow and once on Wednesday. All right? Good night.
Night, guys.